Howdy folks, something a little bit different today. I've got a book for you. It's done by AK Interactive. It's Real Colours of World War II. This is about colours from German, British, American and Russian armour, tanks, trucks, vehicles, etc. It tells you why they use those colours, what they're used for, the reason behind the camouflage. Let's take a look. You're greeted with a hardback book. This is in English. You do get a Spanish version. The back of the book has got some tanks on it. You do get a colour card, which has got some German colours on it, but I can't find where I put it. First page, you got your index. This section here is a British. It does look like there's a lot on the British, but there's actually not. First page, you've got some black and white photos. German armoured colours and camouflage. It's a picture of a tank. Here's a real colour callouts. These are colour cards from the war. These are German colour cards, original colour cards. So you've got yellows, you've got like a reddy yellow colour, red, browns, reds, blues, greens, and it tells you information about the colour. Some greens and navy grey colour. Greys, light browns, I'll call that light or grey brown, green, blues. You've got some dark colours, blacks, dark greys. Donkungun, how you pronounce it, it's just a German yellow. Dark reds and browns. Interior white, which is that for tanks. AK do their own colour range for this as well. So the colours you get, like this interior colour for German tanks, is this colour here. It's pretty close. You may find the colours might be slightly off, but bear in mind these are colours that are in pristine condition. So when you look at a tank or whatever and it's worn and weathered and whatever, it's going to change its shade. The colour is going to change. So these colours are basically the base colour. Once you put your weathering down, your techniques, your washes, all that, it's all going to change anyway. So these are just basically the base colour. German armoured colours 1943 to 1945. Yeah, so we've got pre-war colours here. We've got African colours 1943 to 1945, so middle of the war. Interior colours, like I said, this one here was this one here. This colour here I have, which is here, and I have, I don't have any other, I don't need them ones. Yeah, so busy colours, 1943 desert colours. Information on the colours, why they were used and the reason behind them. You got a lot of index, so there's a lot of reading to be done. It's not all about colours and paints and whatever. More reading, more colour information. The original colour card or sheet, which is the second same as that, but just in clearer version, because that's in German and this is in English. So this side is translated from that side. So these original German sheets for the paint and whatever the job description is, and these are translated in English, which is pretty good. If you can speak German in it, and obviously you can understand it. More info. Now you get onto colour photos, original colour photos. Colours used by the German army. So now we're going into real pieces of equipment, armour, etc. with the original colours. So like I said before, like you may get this colour and it in the bottle and the paint may look a little bit brighter, but it's because this is like, it's like 70 odd years old now, so it's going to be well on and weathered. So when you've done your techniques, it should all work pretty well. You get some vehicles, some colours. German tanks, a whitewash camouflage scheme when they're in the snow. Half track desert colours. Tiger colours, paint schemes, splinter camouflages. Also, it's about how they used bushes and stuff and foliage for camouflage as well in the book. Standard camouflage. 1944 to 1945. Getting into the later war colours because they started to run out of paint, so they just used whatever they had on hand. I know at one point they run out of I think it was green they started to run out of, and in the end one of the tanks rolled off the factory just in primer and yellow. Now we're rolling on to original colour parts. So these are original parts from tanks, trucks, vehicles, etc. And these are the original colours and items. So we've got like ammo boxes, vision ports, I believe that is, some kind of boxes, more ammo boxes maybe, first aid boxes, some jerrys, armour plating I think that is maybe, more ammo boxes, more jerry cans, jacks, some wheels, lamps, and more ammo boxes, some more jerrys, some German helmets with original colours, more German helmets, more boxes, lamps, first aid boxes, ammo boxes, wheels, more lamps again. I think these lamps are night lamps. They use them when it was dark, so it doesn't create much of a shadow. It creates shadow, sorry. More jerrys. Anyone's wondered what these white stripes are on jerry cans? That means it's the jerry can contains water. So there, you can see it's been painted in German yellow before, and then they've decided to paint over it in German green. What we've got here? More ammo boxes. Not sure what that is. Gas burner. Radio equipment. Canteen. lights, gas mask canteens, more radio equipment, boxes, more armour and stuff. Front of the truck, more armour, side of the truck. First aid boxes, Jerry's. See, it's got its original colour primer inside, and then whatever colours on the outside. Going on to artillery pieces. More tanks. Standard colours used, original paint, spectrums. So this is the science behind it now of how they got the colours. Then it goes on to Soviet armour, paint, colours, camouflage, etc. So you've got black and white photos, some artillery pieces, more guns. And then some of the Russian colours. They used primary, a lot of dark greens and etc. from the 1920s to 30s. This is a little bit later. 1941. See, the Russians do like their green. See, these are Russian colour call outs and cards. A little bit of brown. And they got their black colour. Camouflage white, which is a winter camouflage. More original photos. German helmets, boxes, machine gun, truck, artillery pieces, vehicles. KV2. Pretty cool. Desert, slightly desert colours, but I don't think they were. I'm going to go on to the British. We have some British colours. We use browns, greens, khaki. It goes on to about the way they paint their camouflage for a certain reason, and what effect it has on it, because it causes shadows or how it can camouflage you. Some browns, greys, how we camouflage our vehicles, what the reason behind it is. Sand colours, splinter camouflage on the vehicle and tanks. Tropical colours. Pinky desert colour. That's a bit weird colour. That's crazy. What we got? Some more desert and colours. Some browns. US Army colours, camouflage. They use some greens and browns. US Army disbands camouflage paint for tanks. So this is some of the main colours that they used behind why they painted it. What colours go where? Olive drab, earth yellow. Some black and white photos. Half tracks, camouflage patterns, more half tracks, some tanks, and we go on to their colour cards or information on the reason behind the way they did it. This is so you don't get spotted by aircraft, and the way you want to get yourself around. You don't want to cause loads of tracks. You just have a convoy, tight convoy, and making less of a footprint, so you can't be seen. Here it's showing you where it's sunny, so you park your vehicle on this side because obviously you have it that side, it's going to create a shadow. It can you stand out more. How to set up a camo net and the reason behind it. We have more black and white photos using foliage as camouflage as well. Tank upside down there. How do you even manage to do things like that? Unless you go in the ditch. Half track camouflage. Worksheets for the camouflage. Artillery piece, I believe that is, or Jeeps, black and white photos. More camouflage. And that's pretty much the book, guys. That's the AK's interactive real colour for World War II. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already do so, and I'll catch you later.